Now turning to 12 Response at 5:30. After the Bristol Veterans Home hosted a job fair in January, some have wondered, why are there still vacancies at the long-term care facility?
12 News consumer reporter Sarah Grinelli spoke with the state's Director of Veterans Affairs and has more.
Right now, there are nearly 50 empty beds inside the nursing home for veterans. The director says they've been hiring new workers, but still need more people and more money to staff those empty beds. Inside the state-run Veterans Home in Bristol, there's a library.
We receive a lot of donations from the community.
A dental facility.
We have full x-ray capabilities here in our facility as well.
And much more for those who have served our country.
Right now, the majority of our residents are of the Vietnam era. We have a small cohort of our World War II, Korea.
Right now, 200 people are on the wait list to get into the facility, but 1 of every 4 beds is empty. And on the second floor, which is for veterans who don't need full-time care, 14 of 16 beds are also empty.
So we've received a few emails from people who are concerned that some of the beds aren't filled. What do you say to people who are saying we need to fill?
Oh, absolutely, and I share with those concerns as well. But up until prior to January 16th, 17th, for the past 3 years, I have not been able to exhibit an ability to recruit and retain staff. And we know that it's because of the pandemic.
In January, the facility hosted a job fair to hire more nurses, certified nursing assistants, and cooks. 21 people have been hired so far, and there are still 6 vacancies. The state's Director of Veteran Services, Kasim Yarn, says he needs more people to open up more sections of the facility to add new residents.
This is a first in a series of steps. First step is to get the staff, which we've started.
Yarn says the goal is to fill the 192 beds for veterans, but he stopped short of saying when that could be accomplished. He says there's a need for more money. His agency is projected to spend about $53 million in the current fiscal year. Governor Dan McKee has proposed about $1 million less for the upcoming budget year that begins in July.
Once we do figure out what the right staff ratio we would need to open up, then I would put together a budget proposal to the governor's office to submit to the General Assembly for approval for the taxpayers.
The General Assembly is currently vetting the governor's proposed budget. A revised version is expected this spring. In the studio, Sarah Grinelli, 12 News.